Yes, but so you guys, we need to accommodate the technology, and we need to be respectful. Really fast. Hurry.
I'm gonna, if there's not a student sitting there, I'm gonna move this here. I think it'll work out better with your live.
It's wherever you want to put it. It's fine.
You're done. You'll press this and.
Okay.
That's all you have to. That's all you have to do. And so you can. We should be live.
If I zoom in on the board, just zoom it.
Just pinch it to zoom to one of the boards.
Okay.
You should be able to see it.
Okay.
Let me just confirm that she's on with us.
I have no idea. I would check with Mr. Futrell.
The house that blows up and he comes off the ground.
Is she on?
What?
I did not have my Bible because someone stole mine. Yep, Sam, someone stole mine.
Did you check the
You
signs
have a
while
Bible
down
for you?
there?
Really? You guys have it with you all the time, you can steal it.
No, there's Mr. T. Mr. T.
Take it from your backpackers.
How do they do that?
Like people just ran.
People that like need a Bible, they just take it from
That's why you get a lock
Like,
in
if
your
they
locker
need a
and you
Bible,
say,
they'll just
you
like.
take anything from me, I'll cut you con food.
So, okay, well, you're gonna need a Bible, so share with him. You're gonna need to come up with one. Okay.
You need to come up with a Bible.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good to see you.
we're like $10.
There's no
Christmas card too. Oh, sweet. I love the pictures. Evan, you good?
Yeah, because we're definitely on
That is like bright, shiny.
with a better connection. The Bible.
That's from an old
Always fight.
Daffy Duck cartoon where he gets all shot up and Okay, I'm out. Look out. Y'all, you're gonna need a fresh piece of paper. Okay? So, fresh piece of toilet paper. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to do a couple different things today. First of all, Ashton is going to be home probably for this next month or so. And so that's why the technology she may or may not join us depending on how she's feeling and everything. But keep that in mind as I'm going to say this even though I don't want to, and I think you all know, okay? We had a great first semester. We can do better this semester. So I really want you guys to come in and purpose. Here's what I really want. I want you to start thinking like high schoolers. Okay? Because I promise you, this semester is going to fly. Garland, can I get a witness? This semester is going to go quick. And Garland's like, yeah, really fast for her because she's like T-minus 4 months and out the door, right? How many?
134.
Okay, so we're on a T-minus 134 day count until you guys are high schoolers. Yes. It's not too soon to start thinking it. But it doesn't do you any good to become high schoolers if you're still acting like fifth graders. You know what I'm saying? Right, Evan?
Yep.
Okay, so I want you guys to raise your game. And listen, when we got a second semester, fresh start, and that's part of what we're and some planning, okay? And then we're going to do some Bible stuff, and then we're going to be done. So when you come in here, I want your focus to be on me and on the content. Not that I'm a narcissist, but I want you to focus on what it is we're learning, and that you will just dig in. I know it's the last hour of the day, but that's just in sovereignty of God. This is when we got scheduled. So find your inner strength and focus, and I love this setup. I'm digging the you a lot because you're not looking at the back of each other's heads. Hopefully it's going to spur some more discussion. You can see each other's faces, and I like this setup. Plus I can move around. I can see you. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, here we go. Here's what I want you to do. Everybody get a clean sheet of paper. I want you to think from today last day of school. In fact, I'm going to go look, just so I know. Darla probably knows.
May?
Today is 24.
24.
Yeah,
It's
true. Okay, May 24th is graduation day. All right, so guys, here's what we're doing. But I want you to write down. Okay. Between now and the last day of school, I want you to write down 3 things. I want you to write down 3 things that you'd like to accomplish. 3 goals that you'd like to accomplish, and they can be anything. They can be academic, they can be athletic, they can be relational, they can be spiritual. 3 things that you want to accomplish between now and the last day of school. Okay? So take a minute. Guys, and let's not get all focused on the candy and stuff. I want you to focus on the work, okay? All right? So 3 things that you want to accomplish between now and the last day of school. And this is time where you're just focused on yourself right now, okay? We're not talking to each other. We're just dug in, okay?
Do we make a list or like a paragraph?
No, I just want 1 line. Just 3 lines, like 3 things that you want to accomplish. You don't have to detail it out. I just want you to 3 things that you want to accomplish between now and the end of the school year. I'm going to take you through some real basic stuff when it comes to goal planning, and because you're going to goal setting, you're going to be doing a lot of this in your life, and I want to, if you've not been exposed to this, I want to expose you a little bit. Okay, who needs more time? Okay, hurry and try and get a couple more things or whatever you need to get your 3. Okay, now here's what I want to do. Now this might sound like a dumb question, or a dumb thing to ask yourself, given what you've just written. Okay, but it's not a dumb question. Okay, ready? I want you to look at your list, and I want you to ask yourself, are these really my goals? Okay, look at your list right now. Go ahead, read through them again, and ask yourself, are these really my goals? Don't, whatever, draw a line through it. Doesn't mean it's not a good goal. It just means you don't own it. Now here's what I mean by that. I'm pretty sure that Evan, we can say this about any of your parents, we'll just pick Evan. I'm sure that Evan's parents probably have some goals they would like to set for her, right? That they would like her to achieve, like her to accomplish, and they might do things. But if Evan doesn't own it for herself, she'll do it for a while. Chase, pay attention. She'll do it for a while out of obligation or obedience to her parents, but eventually it's going to slack off, right? Why? Because it's not hers. I can have ideas for you. This is a challenge that I have as a teacher, as your teacher. I have goals for you. I know in my head, here's what I want you to look like on the last day of school. This is where I want Jackson to be. This is where I want, right? I want Chase to be here. But you guys have to own it, or it's not going to happen. Doesn't mean my goal for you is a bad one. It just means until you decide, it's not going to happen. So look at your list, because again, we're not just thinking about today, okay? I'm going to challenge you here, okay? I'm going to challenge your brains because you got good brains. But look up here. What's sign say? Oh, that was weak. Much better. We got to get back in the semester, okay? So 10 years or less, here's what's going to be happening today, okay? 10 years from now, somebody's going to be walking in to Steven's cubicle. He's going to be sitting there at 2:25 in the afternoon, and his boss is going to come in, and she's going to say, "Hey, Steven, how was your break? Great, glad to hear it. By the way, by Friday, guys, listen. By Friday, I need your department's goals for what you want to accomplish by the end of the first quarter." And then Steven's going to go, "Oh crap," and he's going to get his team together. He says, "Okay, team, what are we going to accomplish between now and March 31st?" And they're going to come up. They have to come up with a plan. This goal stuff is part of your everyday life. You get married. You're going to sit down with your spouse. What do we want to accomplish this year? You're going to set goals for your schooling. You're going to set goals for your athletic performances, for your personal development, what you want to grow, what you want to change. Okay? And this is going to be something you're going to do your whole life. And temptation along the way, the reason I asked you to look at your list there, these are really my goals, is that Dylan's going to be tempted sometimes because he's a good person and a lot of you are kind of have pleaser personalities. If you have a pleaser type personality, you want everybody to be happy. You'll take on somebody else's goal because they think it's a good idea and you care about them. So maybe Dylan's dad says, "Dylan, I'd really like you to do this." And he's like, "Okay, Dad." And he'll do it for a while, but then he starts thinking, it's like, this wasn't really mine. This was put upon me. So you have to first ask, is this really mine? Now here's the next question I want you to ask. Look at your goal list. And I want you to look at your list and ask yourself this question. Do these goals excite me? Do they excite me? So on the last day of school, when you run out of the building singing the theme song from Phineas and Ferb, are you going to look and say, is Mitchell going to say, "I accomplished this goal, and man, I'm jazzed. Makes my eyes light up to think that I achieved this." Do the goals on your list excite you? And if they don't, draw a line. It doesn't mean it's a bad goal. It just means it doesn't excite you. See, part of your deal here is you've got to have an enthusiasm about going after this. Do y'all know this? The word enthusiasm, literally, you know what it means? It means God within. That's the word. So, God within. And it's when you, and when you know when you're going after something that really excites you, there's a passion that comes with that, right? There's an excitement that comes with it. There's a determination. Because guess what? It's not always going to be easy to achieve your goal. Last class, actually, both classes today, I had competitive gymnasts in my class. Kylie Roba, competitive gymnast. She's good, right? CK, competitive gymnast. She's good, right? And they're good at what they do. But I asked them, I said, do you always feel like going to the gym? They go, no. I said, but can you imagine a day not going to the gym? They go, no way. Why? Because it's part of their passion. It's what they do. So just without turning into a big thing. Okay, listen, I don't want to get sidetracked here. This is, guys, can I point this out? Little mini lesson here. This is an area where we can really grow as a class. When I ask for examples, we don't get lost in the weeds on it, okay? We stick to the example, and we know that this is for the purpose of teaching. So, okay, Carson, like what is your favorite gaming system? Okay, and is there one that you don't? Is there one that you don't have that you would like? Oh, I would love to have this.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yes, New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. No, listen, guys, please. Hey, listen. This is where I don't want us to get lost. Okay. Chase, pay attention. You said PS4. Okay, so let's just Let me ask you a real stupid question. If I told you it was possible to get that by the last day of school, would you be excited about it? Kind of? Okay, then it's not really a goal then, is it? Okay. See, now look, we just showed something there. He said, I asked him, is there a system that you don't have that you would love to have? And he said PS4, but when I pressed him on it and said, would it thrill you to think you could have it on last day of school? It's like, yeah, kind of. There's no way, if I said you can work for that and earn it, there's no way he's going to do it. He's going to quit by March. Because it doesn't excite him. Okay? Guys, your goals should, and if it's not the goal itself, it should be the end result that excites you. Okay? All right, guys, are you getting this? Please pay attention. You're going to be setting goals the rest of your life. And so this is an important deal. So, all right, now, here's the thing I want you to do. I want you to look at your list. That if you could only do one between now and the last day of school, if you could only do one, you got to pick one. Just one. Okay?
We cross out all the other ones?
Just draw a line through the other ones.
Draw a straight line.
That was good. None of them can do it. I did it.
All right. Now, Blake, stay with us. Don't read during class. Okay. So here's the deal. Does anybody have one that they would be willing to share with us? Okay, Carson. Okay. It says becoming a better learner. That's a good goal. But wait a minute. We're going to stick with this example for a second. Guys, you're proving my point here, and we're not even 20 minutes into class. This is where you've got to raise your game of you. Because I'm trying to get you ready for the next level. And it's going to come fast. If you do the same mentally, not a good plan. Okay? You want to keep growing as a person.
Make an A for the semester in math.
Okay.
Preach.
All right, now listen. I want to compare these to the two Carson's goals. Okay? We can learn things here. Write this down. Write goals, and then the first thing. There's at least three things that a goal has to be. A good goal. Okay?
Right, just on the same paper?
Yeah, just on the same paper. The board. Goal needs to be specific. What is the problem with that?
Not specific.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If somebody's a total couch potato, and they improve their time from the fridge back to the couch from 1 minute to 2, they're a runner, yeah?
Yeah.
But how can you make your goal more specific?
Making my 1 mile 5 minutes.
Okay, you want to run a 5-minute mile.
Okay.
Okay? All right, now we've got a specific goal. Okay? That's good. All right? So look at this. Guys, please focus on talk all the time. So if his goal is a 5-minute mile. Stephen, pay attention. Okay, off to the side, write down. In mind. Begin with the end in mind. That's Stephen Covey.
That's one of his 7 goals.
It is one of his 7 habits of highly effective people. You begin with the end in mind. So I'm going to walk you through this, and I want you to think in terms of your own particular goal. First of all, everybody look at your one goal, and is it specific?
Yes.
Okay. Is it specific? Carson is a 5-minute mile. Well, let's say that his goal is to run this. Let's say that I'm going to make up a scenario. Let's say the state track. So May 24th, this is the day he run a 5-minute mile. Okay? Is he going to wait till the week before to start training for this? No. So what is he? You've got to work backwards on this. God, I'm going to give you a strategy that's going to help you. You're going to use this the rest of your life. So for him to qualify for state, what does he have to do? Well, he has to win at regionals, right? He has to either get first or second. And if he's going to do that at regionals, it means he's got to either get first or second at district. See what we're doing? Carson, how are you going to get first or second at district? Okay, but again, that's really broad, right? 'Cause everybody there's going to be running hard. Guys, please. Guys, I want you to think. I'm trying to help you work this out so that you can get a plan together.
Like he can build up his stamina.
Yeah, but how's he going to do that?
Just like
Running.
Okay, but how?
eating healthier, setting drinking more water.
Okay, so you work backwards. If he's gonna do this well in district, guys, please listen. He's got a medal at the regular meets, right? And if he's gonna do that, he's got to practice. Chase, do I have you guys' focus? I've been expecting it, but we're gonna increase that because I need to get you ready for high school. So now we're going to break this down into what does he got to do today. It's like you guys mentioned. Okay, your daily workout. But there's more to it than that. Because if he does the coach's workout, home, Cheetos and 2 bags of Twinkies, and stays up till midnight, is he gonna hit this goal?
No.
No, guys. Here's the thing about developing a good habit, and this has been proven by the way. When you change a habit and make a positive habit in your life, it bleeds over, it washes over into other areas of your life. So, shot at this. I can do this. Now he's over here. He's going. You know what I got to do? I got to eat better. Because it doesn't do me any good if I'm eating junk food and I'm not giving my body the fuel that it needs. And also, I got to sleep more. Midnight, I can't waste my time watching Netflix and then wait until 11 to do my homework. I got to start getting some discipline, which means I got to do my homework on the day. Guys, are you getting this? See, all these things go together. When you start putting on one area of your life, if he doesn't eat better, sleep better, and have the rest of his life disciplined. Because you can't compensate for all that. You can't. That's why the people who get paid millions of dollars, literally millions of dollars to be athletes, I mean, Tom Brady has like a sleep coach. Serious. Teams have sleep coaches. They'll hook them up with all the electrodes and they'll do sleep studies and they'll find out, are they sleeping right? And then they make the adjustments. Because their bodies are fine-tuned machines. And when you're getting paid millions of dollars, guess what? The people paying you the $1 million, they kind of have this crazy idea that you should be in peak physical condition and top performance level. Right? So, can he do this? Absolutely. But not without breaking it down into something that he can do every day. Overwhelming. If I say right now, Carson, get up, go out and run a 5-minute mile, he's going to be like, oh man. But if we break it down, how to stagger your workouts to where you're not wasting your body so you still are at top strength. Guys, you see what I mean? And you're running 2 miles one day, maybe 5 miles the next day, blending the short, doing some sprint work, doing some interval work, to where you can have the kick at the end, right? And you eat better, you sleep better, you're disciplined in your life. This goal can totally happen. But you got to break it down into where Carson wakes up in the morning and he focuses on today. And at the end, I got 9 hours of sleep. My homework is done. And it's on time and it's not late. I don't have anything, because there's ripple effects to all these things, y'all. When you get undisciplined in your homework and you start having things late, it stresses you, right? And I got to get this done and this done and this done. So much easier to just stay disciplined in it. So see how all this works. Mind. to make it my own. Discipline, we always think of it as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And just so you know, I'm not preaching at you. I'm trying to practice what I preach. This is my daily self planner. Okay, this is my list for today. Okay, this last night I felt like, you know what, I'm overtired. I was in bed before 9 o'clock. Probably should have gone to bed like at 7:30, but I kind of feel bad that I stayed up as late as I did. But I was still in bed by 10 to 9. And I was up at like 10 minutes to 5 today. And I got up, and I felt good because I had gotten good sleep, showered, made a killer breakfast, and then I still had to be here at 7:40 for a staff meeting, but I still had an hour after all that to sit and write. And I write for people outside of here. People pay me to write. I write business marketing stuff. So if I want to call myself a writer, what do I have to do?
Actually, right?
Yeah, thank you. I got to write. So one of my goals is I got to write 500 words a day. Come hell or high water, I got to write 500 words a day. That's why when you guys roll your eyes, I say I want a 3-page paper, and you guys go, Mr. T, oh my gosh, right? I'm thinking, are you kidding? That's an introduction. You know, because I'm used to writing 500 words a day. But it's not easy. Sometimes I sit there and go, man, my brain is like a hole. It's like a black hole of void. And I don't feel creative. But I got to pound it out. And so today, I got a column done, got it posted, sent it out to my subscriber list, and then just a minute ago, got a text message from somebody that said, hey, that column was so timely for me, what you shared. And I'm like, so now I'm getting encouragement. I'm getting benefits from, right? What do I do? I do it again next week, right? But we keep it going. So these are the kind of habits you build into your life because they're so helpful for you. But you got to make them yours, and you got to own them. And they don't have to make sense to other people. They just have to make sense to you. Does that make sense? Okay? Yes? Okay, is this helpful, y'all?
Yes.
All right. So take a minute right now, and I want you to like write down, do the backward thing. Begin with the end in mind. Take that goal that you wrote down, that one thing, and work it backwards until you get something where you say, if I do this every day, I'm going to accomplish my goal. Okay? So go to work on it. If I do this every day, I'm going to accomplish my goal. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Here's the first thing I would do. I would make that number smaller. And here's why. I would make it a small number because otherwise, if you accomplish that, I'm not saying it's bad to know that many people. I'm saying you're going to be spread so thin that you're going to be frustrated. So maybe you can set it at 5. Just make it 5. And then, because now you've got a very manageable number to focus on. And then you decide, okay, do I want, hey guys, focus on this, come on. Then you can decide, okay, do I want to, or maybe, round up or down, and say, do I need a voice or 2 inside, okay? That gives you a number to work with, and that's manageable. Because you'll have so much emotional input. If your school, your study, right? Because if that came true, and you got 20 people, you're like, I don't have time to spend with all that. You know what I mean? So it sounds good, but it's like in reality, you got 4 or 5, that's great. Then I would work back and I would say, okay, what do I have to do that's within my circle of influence? Okay, because it just depends on me. Well, one of the things that I'm trying to do is just come out of so one of the things I often do that, one of the things I do and you just be the right
Guys, hey, you're working on your stuff. Dylan. Guys, you should be able to show, I want you to be able to show me your plan. So, get it figured out. Sure. You can do that too. Or just be very quick. So that's one thing we can do. Yeah. And that's just what we do all the time. I never know who you are. You're going to encourage a lot of people that who are not going to be friends. But at some point they need to know who you are. You know? So keep them all completely anonymous. So you can still do that. That's a great idea. But you need to, so maybe, or, and I would be even more purposeful. I would say, I'm not looking for somebody who has seen interest. And sometimes it's almost like you're going fishing. So maybe the goal is to sit by somebody who knows that much and engage in conversation and find out what their interests are, things like that. Steve, do you have a plan? Done. Okay, then don't distract everybody else. Guys, I want to see this plan. You're going to walk me through it. Because what you want to do are things that we're circle rituals. So you can go out and you can make contacts with people and yeah. Well, I'm kind of stuck thinking when you want to go back here. Because I've been on the fan since birth. They didn't force me, so I'm just kind of spoiled. So, guys, sit. Walk me through it. Oh, walk me through it. You want to start with the end in line. What's your ultimate goal? Okay. Okay, but those are all kind of great. You guys do great. Okay, if you're these students, you start getting C's great. Great. Is that what you want? Okay, so you need to put some definition. What does it mean to work out in life? What is good sleep mean? Is it minus 3 to 4, like 5 to bonus? What does that mean? You see what I mean? Okay, guys, look at the board, please. Add a couple things. Your goals have to be specific. They also have to be measurable. They have to be quantifiable. Can I count them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I put a number on it? So, or somehow measure it so that I know when I've hit it. Years ago, I was talking with a counselor, and he was talking me through some stuff. I was kind of going through. I'm getting some advice on a hard season, and he said, "What do you want?" And I kind of blurted this out. I said, "Well," and he said, "How are you going to know?" He said, "Maybe you're happy now and you don't even know it." He said, "What does happy look like to you?" And I started to get mad at him, but I thought, no, that's a pretty good question. Because you have to put some quantifiers on it so that you know when you get there. That's why I said, so if Carson says, "I want to get all A's," well, that's specific and it's measurable. Because when he gets to May 24th, he's either going to have all A's or he's not, right? We have something we can measure. Okay? The other thing that your goal has to be is it has to be attainable.
I want to fly to the moon.
Okay.
That's a
Okay? Now, here, I'm not trying to put water on your fire here, or let the air out of your balloon, pick your metaphor. Hang on one second. But listen, at some point, desire has to be matched with talent. Okay? So you can have the aspiration to say, I want to be an NBA level basketball player. And that's a fine goal. Okay? When I was your age, like today, you guys read about LeBron and Steph Curry, right? When I was a kid, it was Dr. J, Julius Erving. You pull up his.
They don't stand for the national anthem.
Okay, listen. So Dr. J could really kind of put some of these guys to shame. He was amazing. He had huge hands for one thing. When he palmed the basketball, it was like you and I holding a grapefruit. He was just. I'm serious. You go pull up Dr. J clips on video. Just put in Julius Erving or Dr. J. He would take off from the free throw line like this, get up there, make some coffee, write a letter to his mother, call a couple friends, and then, right? I mean, he was up there forever. Or he would get up there and change. I mean, there's a classic one of him where he goes up on the right side as you're facing the backboard, and this big guy's in the way, so he just does this. He just goes underneath. I mean, it makes you find the law of gravity. Now, here's the deal. Listen to this. Stephen, listen. I could want to be Dr. J all I wanted to be, but the reality is, I'm at the verge. Not going to happen. Okay? So, you can want it, but at some point, desire has to be matched with talent. All right? So it's got to be attainable. I didn't say it wouldn't stretch you. Okay? Carson's 5-minute mile might stretch him, but he can get there. He can do it. Okay? Now, I'm going to come back around. I'm going to start. I want you to walk through stuff. So show me this again. Okay, how often do you have to okay, exactly. Listen. 7 days a week. Okay, this is you say that. Dylan. Getting right now. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. Okay.
Alright, so my goal is kind of confusing. Well, it's not confusing, it's very different. But, like, I want to be able to have a good conversation with anyone.
Okay.
Because I usually do that.
Okay.
And so I start from the bottom.
You can start here.
Well, it's like, I want to have.
Guys, Dylan, please go sit down. Everybody take your seat and be looking at your stuff because I'm going to have you walk through your plan with me.
I want to be able to have a good conversation with anyone.
Okay.
Anyone I run into.
Okay. Dylan, Steven. Okay.
And talk to what they know, but not, I'm not close.
Okay.
And then, like normal everyday conversations.
Okay. All right. So what's missing in here is the hows. How are you going to? These are all good, but how are you going to do that? This is where you need to start thinking about methods, like and changes in your guys' focus, changes in your behavioral outlook that are going to be able to make that happen. So, okay, we got a new kid at school today. Caden, he's a freshman. Okay, so he's brand new today. You don't know him from Bela Hay. So you see him at lunch tomorrow. How would you go about talking to him? I'm asking. See, you need a plan because these are all just really kind of goals because these are like sub goals of that goal. People, right? If you want to anyone, how are you going to do it? So think about the how specific things that you're going to have to change.
Right? So that's just like every day.
Yeah, but there's even hows in that. So you need to think about your day. Guys, come on. You need to think about your day and go, Steven, you've got to stay in your seat, dude. Come on. Guys, come on. Chase. Do you see what I'm saying? You need some methods as to how you're going to do it. Because right now that's a plan, or that's a goal without a plan. I mean, I need to, okay, somebody you don't know, how are you going to do that? You're going to send up smoke signals, you're going to try to get some problem, right? You're going to wait till you literally bump into them and all have excuse. I mean, how are you going to do it? So spend some time thinking about that. Okay, okay, guys, this isn't working. Mitchell, go over there. Jay, slide down one. Back.
And then add your one distance, alternate pushing up. And then next I get to the third one, I do all around, but I add short little space. When I keep doing that, I will literally spray on that.
Okay. A bit more into what does the day look like? Okay. What about the sleep? How much are you gonna get? What's the cutoff time when you say, look, I'm gonna go to bed and I have to have my homework done at this time? You know, where are your commitments to? Look, I'm gonna do things today that are assigned. I'm not gonna procrastinate because all this is gonna blend in together. Stephen, you're not focused and you're distracted and trying to get other people in trouble. Yeah. Okay. I'll come back to you.
So make all A's and I have to work hard in the classes and then I have to do homework correctly and get good grades on it and make good grades on tests and be prepared for the final and I have to see good if I have everything to do.
Okay, how do you make this more specific and get it down to a daily routine? How much sleep? When are you going to stop being home at night to make sure that you're in bed? See what I mean? So, because otherwise, I mean, more sleep, if you're only getting 6, you get 7, that's more. So, you know, make it very specific. Say, this is what my typical day needs to look like. Okay? How many hours? How much time am I going to spend on homework? How am I going to take advantage of my study hall and the time with the teachers with me in class when we get done? How am I going to take my spare moments? You see what I mean? Because all that stuff adds up. All right?
So right now,
You can do it down to half and then work your way up. So I can have Wait. Ready? No. Wait. Go. That one, and that one. Ready, wait. One. The purple one. Cheater. Ready, 1, 2. Dang it, that one. Oh, that's good.
Okay. So, how can, and this is good. How can you
not
make
wear
it,
flip-flops every day.
how can you make it down into a, because you kind of know what you're doing. So I'll encourage you
Wait,
to
go.
make a physical week
Oh! Dang it, I missed one.
and just write out, okay,
oh my God.
get out this time, and you're going to walk yourself through that.
Okay, you're
You
really
know, 7:45, 3:45,
You ready?
and then
Wait.
you cut it back out.
I missed a little too.
This area.
You need to stop doing homework for this time, try to do that. So that it gets specific. Guys, let me tell you something, okay? Focus, okay? Your brain, your subconscious, is not emotional. It just, all it does, your subconscious just, it takes the numbers as you put them in there, Okay? So it looks for, if you tell it hey, homework, that's what you're telling your subconscious. Okay? It doesn't have a feeling about that good or bad. So that's why what you tell yourself is so important. You've got to put good stuff in your head, and you build these habits into where, like, just like I asked Kylie and I asked CK, and I bet if I asked Olivia, she would say the same thing. And Olivia competes on a world-class level in the trampoline. I don't know if you've ever seen Olivia's trampoline videos. Man, I almost have a heart attack just watching how high she goes and the stuff she does. And she's a world-class trampoline gymnast. But if you ask her, there's very specific things about the routine that are just have become part of her life. And if you're going to achieve things, that's what it has to be. Okay? You've got to get specific. Zig Ziglar, real famous motivational speaker from years back, he said your life needs to be a meaningful specific, not a wandering generality. So you need to be very specific about what it is you're going to do and how you're going to accomplish it if you want to accomplish it.
Can I go get it? Fill in the line.
Okay, what then? Okay, okay, gotcha.
But to qualify for that, to qualify for that.
Okay, all right, so really we're working between now and May.
You're just scared to lose a hundred.
Okay, so I'm stretching every day.
Then why'd you jump down the toilet?
Okay.
I'm trying to perfect it easier this, so I can move on to hard stuff.
Good.
And I
Same thing you
know my dance is
you told what to.
I go all at once, so I can figure out pace and then.
Can I go Go quickly, and then guys, I gave you all stuff to be making. You should be refining your plan right now. Okay, make it more specific. Work on your stuff.
So then I just plan it all together. And then I'm to come to the actual speech and Saturday.
Okay.
So I'm gonna practice stuttering and
There you go. Okay, that's really good. Okay, make that a sub one.
I did that one.
Because what you just said, not saying like or wrong. You're telling your brain, not saying like or wrong. Write it down. So you make that part of your plan. So this is the more specific you can be, the better the chances are that you pull this stuff off. And this is good. And the other thing you've done here that's good is you've broken it down into sections. Even your dance, I'm going to learn this part and this part and this part, rather than trying to do the whole thing at once. And when I like in a month, Bahama Bucks has their snow summit, so it's the annual meeting where all 100 and some stores, and I showed him what I got yesterday, and he's like, this is going to be great. He said, I would really like you to get it like a TED Talk to where you're just on stage by yourself with no notes. And it's like, okay, so I got to memorize this. And that's how I'm going to memorize it. Chunk by chunk by chunk, right? And then you just memorize it. So in your head, it's like, okay, section A, section B, section C. So that's what you're doing. That's pretty good. Okay? And you might want to add things in there about sleep, eating well. Are you going to discipline your homework and your time? Because if you don't plan your homework well, that should infringe on your dancing. You see what I mean? Like something's got to give, because there's only so many hours in the day. So if you don't plan this well, then you're either going to be dancing or thinking, crap, I should be doing homework. Or the other way around. You know, when you're dancing, you're like, I should be doing homework, but I gotta do it. So that's why.
Oh, okay, so here it
is. It helps us tighten up all the other areas of life in a good way.
What'd you do?
I was stabbed.
Hey guys, I know you've all got stuff to work on. Let's do this.
So, one of the things when it comes to friendships and relationships is you've got to focus on what you can control. Okay, so for you, so become a better friend. Or that would lead to a deeper friendship with someone. See, because you can't live neither way your heart. So it brings it back to my heart. What can I do? And so as you look at the world, what does she need? What is she because if you want a friendship, there's something. You don't know stuff, but I know that already. Why with your hand up? Okay. You see what I mean? So deeper intimacy, that means because you know you're more vulnerable. You're gonna have to take risks and you're not living on. Oh, okay. So you're.
I'm preparing for the worst.
See what I mean?
Yes.
So thinking those terms, but always keeping in things like you. So you're scared to lose because it's when you can't have expectations for other people. Why do you? It's funny because if yourself before you break something like after
I just need to remember right now. So you just need to focus on your paper and drink that water bottle right now, okay? That's horrible water for your body. Horrible. That's all.
Is it like
That's horrible. Just not even water before you it's very acidic.
okay.
They put salt in it so it makes you more thirsty. Did you know that?
What? They do that with a lot
The
of
Saudis
things.
put salt in their water so it makes you
They do
more
that with
thirsty.
every water. Oh, that's makes that so thirsty.
It's not good.
Okay. This is.
Okay.
I wonder where is the salt from?
That you have to go through the
Now here's this being bored, you have no way, so you just copy what I do.
What are you doing? Are you giving
There's bubbles, so I'm popping.
I'm just challenging you, because if you master
It's the songs.
waters, and all of
You want
a
to
sudden
drink water in your head.
Get that.
There's bubbles, I'm popping.
Eddie, I'm
Right
like,
answers are right
there's
answers.
gonna be bubbles in it.
I mean, there's nothing that says, well, you have to serve, you have to spend 6 weeks at the beginning.
Where's the other one?
That's not necessarily true.
Oh,
So I would focus so much on incremental from here to here.
This one,
I would
the
go
best
with
thing
the
about college championship the other day. Yeah.
I wouldn't even
And you
worry
like
about
on the field,
years.
but like the Marines like
say, okay, because you weren't
And then the
against
stupid coaches that were the guys sit in the locker room.
I mean, you're doing quick
Did the
work or
national
something.
I was about to go back there and yeah.
That's why I didn't
It's
go
fast
back.
and
Get back.
so before we I got to just get done.
And then, did y'all hear what the Seahawks did? They burned the American flag in the,
So,
while we were singing the national
what you wanna
anthem,
do
they were burning
is-
the national American
is-
flag.
The
Is it
Seahawks.
fans?
The Seahawks.
You mean
No,
the Seahawks fans?
No, the Seahawks. In the locker
So the
room.
players.
While the national anthem was going on, they were burning the flag.
That was my favorite thing.
Outside the stadium?
No, like in the locker room.
That-
Wait, how do you know they were doing
Yeah,
that?
I know that.
Not taking
It's
that.
the league. One of the, it was the league. So,
Not paying attention.
and of course,
Why do you even play if you don't like it? Why do you even play if you don't like it?
because they like the money. They think we oppress them, but we pay them $8 million to throw all
And
around.
then they add more time spent making sure that master.
No one watches the NFL.
Yeah, they like go this. They have so many. And they have lost so much of now.
No.
There's like more, but now the coaches are making them for they can't be.
So.
Just kick them off. Ew. Kick them so I don't either. Pay me $5 million every time you move.
I go 10.
Chase. They don't want the meals. They just put them in the locker. They want to put them in. So they just put them in the locker.
Chase, did they go to Mexico?
What?
You could be.
So do you swallow donuts whole?
Now,
Just like Casey did? No, right? He gets special donuts made where they have a
Oh, I got
whole
it.
I just donuts whole. They like special.
Because they lost so much.
Oh, God. Don't give me a bad name.
Boy, what's that in your ear?
Kind of a.
Are you listening to AirPods? Those are so sweet.
No, actually, no.
I thought those the
Well, you're.
Dylan. Steven. Yes. Hey. Yes.
I finished.
Okay.
So,
And I'm coming back.
I'll first.
Three blues out.
No, so Tom John dropped their contract with Bell because they wanted to get everything and then
Just use it. I was making fun of myself.
Do you know how to put mental? I always thought they looked in my head.
yeah, you can write that up.
How can you
Yeah,
stretch?
but you know how they do it.
No, it's not.
I just like the one for Robert Simpson. I just always like
So you're gonna just wait.
Yeah, I used to too, but AirPods are so good. Once you know.
Up and that's
So I don't really need a nice ball.
Yeah.
So you'll actually be able to do
Plus, you're not gonna start out. You're not gonna start out the gate.
The ball is right together when I go on the game.
Warm up and
a couple games and these.
okay, keep going.
Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Star Wars Battlefront.
It's early, it'll go.
The first one wasn't that good.
I know, it's just like missions. It's not what I expected. This Battlefront 2 is awful.
Yeah.
Give me a little.
Stop trying to stab me with your pencil, Dylan.
You have like a reflex.
Guys.
Dylan, it's enough. Good. Yes.
I finished.
Guys, you know all this is on camera, right? Yes. So let's knock it out.
You get first.
The battery died.
She just hears us laugh. She doesn't care. She didn't care. She might see me.
The battery pack is on.
Oh yeah.
Dylan, if you're out of your chair.
Are you making fun of my ears, Steven?
See?
I watch it.
Oh, she can see me.
The camera's off.
No, it's not. No, it's on right here. It's playing on the iPad. It's right here.
The battery's
Wait, come here. But you say that. Yeah, you
No,
almost
you
did
I'm Mitchell. That's what it sounded like. You probably did it when you were out.
Boy.
I told you.
Yeah, bro, you don't want to mess with me, bro. Why did he bite you?
Why did you sign?
He would bite you.
I will take off. Quit scratching me and hitting me.
You're just mean to everyone. So no one like everyone's
Shady. Alright. So, first one being able to talk to Andrew.
Bro.
No, you were. No, it's like you were so. It's more like.
People that I don't know, I'll ask them questions about their life and some of their backstory. That's about what I don't know. And then who I do know, but I'm not close to them. get to know them and just get to know them. And then any kind of and be engaged in this.
I'll make sure you guys
Okay. That's number 2 is really good, because when you're asking questions, that's
Yeah, you
how-
can't see Dylan.
You find out, first of all, you can go talk, and you're able to learn a lot, and the more you learn, the more you're not going to ask more questions. You're not, tell me about that, right? And so you can keep it going for a long time, and it's a way to build relationships, very, very natural. So, yeah, good job. Good job.
Dylan. Okay, guys.